In my 40s, I was moving forward, fulfilling my drive to be a community organizer, communicator, and coach, my day job, and also a screenwriter, a remnant of my earlier training and work as a stage actor. Being there for my grown children and reveling in the bliss of holding my grandchildren was a part of growing old that I welcomed, along with coloring books, card games, and baking sessions where I'd let them lick the spoon. Getting older was to be a time when laughter would come more easily, as I learned not to take myself so seriously, to go with the flow, to explore new ways of enjoying life. I dreamed of finally pitching my screenplay to an interested and able producer. I dreamed of taking my grandkids out for ice cream and engaging in general silliness that parents don't always have time to indulge. Taking road trips, mini vacations, going to lunch with friends, having folks over for potluck dinners, visiting museums in the city, witnessing graduations. All that seemed pretty tame and within reach during my golden years. The only extravagant item on my bucket list was to spend a week in New York and see a few Broadway plays. Okay, a really extravagant dream was to visit Harry Potter World. Apparently, one can get old and remain a nerd. Illness has been a big part of my daily life for nearly 2 decades, and at 64 years old, I've had to let go of the dreams I had for myself. The journey of reconciliation with life in a body that aged way before its time is not an easy one. After experiencing the known stages of grief over several years, I came out the other side feeling weaker and more physically fragile than I could have imagined. The most difficult part of aging with ME is that loved ones become accustomed to my not feeling well. This, of course, because they have no idea just how desperately ill I really am. It is my doing, I know, because they never see me when I'm actually bedbound. Having to be my own doctor is another reality that becomes harsher as I age. This because actual doctors with diplomas on their office walls have no idea of how desperately ill I am. Not my doing, but what can I do but go on as best I can? I endlessly research and participate in raising awareness in the hope that more people will put pressure on governments to allocate funds for medical research aimed at finding a cure or even adequate treatments for this dragon. Getting older when one is ill requires increasing help from family, friends, and the community. Isolation makes getting help for daily needs more difficult in this day and age. It's easy to let fear point to a not-so-distant future where I will be unable to care for myself at all. I don't want to look that far ahead, so I work every day to look at this present day alone, no further. To me, aging with ME means to simply, in the words of the Beatles, let it be. I've let go of expectations from myself and from others. The best person to care for my heart and soul is me, and I believe that choosing to let things and people be is a good way to feel at peace with what is. After all, what is the point of getting old if one doesn't allow wisdom to grow, to make us stronger in the face of adversity and to serenely welcome the uncertainty that is life. Isn't it fascinating that most of us seniors have discovered that we don't have all the answers we thought we had when we were younger? As I age with ME, I feel free to not know who I am and what role I am supposed to fill. I'm content to just be the best version of myself when I can. See you on the path of healing and beyond.